Students? This was a topic given to me, gaining focus in a world of distractions. My first question to all of you is this: why should we worry about distraction? Any of you would like to answer this question? Unless we are bothered about distraction, there is no point discussing about giving up distraction, isn't it? Somebody may say, some student can say that I don't worry about my distractions. It's all right to have distractions. Why should we worry about distractions? Yeah. Anybody? Any of you? Is anybody bothered here about distractions? I don't bother about it. What do you think? Okay. There are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost we have 12 students at least, okay. So, what do you think is the opposite of distraction? A student who is a distracted student, and opposite of that, what do you think is expected to be? Yeah? Productive, focused, yeah. Focused, you are right, yeah. So, study, you see, requires focus and concentration. Look at the students, how attentive they are, you see. You have to not only bring the eyes and ears to the class, you have to bring your mind also. Then only you can be focused. And what is the advantage of being so focused? See, here the girl in the middle is, she is pretty confident, isn't it? The other girl has gone to sleep over the books. So, if we can be focused in our study and we can increase our concentration by avoiding such distractions, then you are certainly going to be successful. It's like putting oil from one bottle to another bottle. It requires concentration. Otherwise, if you look here and there, it's going to spill out. Or welding a rod. I don't know whether you have seen welding, any of you. You have to hold it like 1 millimeter distance. I come from mechanical engineering background, so I have done it personally. If you take it away, it will not weld. If you take it too close, it's going to stick. So you have to maintain a gap that requires concentration, and that you have to hold a shield also with your other hand. So this is a high concentration work. Like, this is Arjuna sending an arrow, shooting the eye of the wooden bird. He is known for his concentration. So concentration, I asked you in the beginning of the talk, why we need to worry about distraction. Where there is concentration, something great can happen. Look at this magnifying glass. It's able to burn a paper at a focal point. But if you put the paper on the rooftop of your house, even on a hot sunny day, do you think the sun can burn the paper? Why the sun is not able to burn the paper? Sun is far more intense and powerful. Because the rays of the sun are diffused in different directions. Whereas the magnifying glass rays are focused. All the diffused rays are taken and focused at one point. So, as students, when you all sit with your book, open your book, try to picturize what I am saying now. Say you are going to drive a car, and there are 4 friends sitting in the car. One friend is telling you, where we want to go, I know very well, it is behind, he says. Another fellow says, no, it's ahead. Another fellow says, in the right. Another fellow says, on the left. So, where do you think your car will go? It will surely go there. Where? Nowhere. They are going to just remain. Because everybody is giving a different direction. And you don't have a GPS with you. So, when you are pulled by 4 forces in 4 directions, you can't get anywhere. But imagine if all the 4 friends agree that yes, our destination is there, and that's where we all want to go, then your car will go ahead straight. So, when we talk about focus, aligning all our thoughts and words and our actions in one direction, that will give you focus, just like this lens which you see. Then in a very short time, you can do a lot of things. It's like you look at this lamp here, the candle is kept out in the wind and it is going to be blown off by the wind. Whereas the hurricane lamp, you see, it is guarded, it's protected. So, concentration is like that. Concentration is like protecting your focus, then only your mind can be steady in doing any activity. The word samadhi in Sanskrit means, 12 seconds if you are able to focus on one object at a time. It is called as dharana, we call it. The word dharana means, like this is dharana, hold, dharana. And 12 into 12 seconds if you can hold your attention on an object, it is called as dhyana. Dhyana means focus, meditation or concentration. And 12 into 12 into 12 seconds, that comes to something like 25 minutes and 28 seconds, close to 30 minutes. That is called samadhi. Samadhi means absorption, complete absorption. I'll give you 3 very simple examples to remember these 3 words, dharana, dhyana and samadhi. Sometimes I used to eat my food and keep talking to some people, my hands would get dry, my plate would get dry after half an hour. I would just go to the tap and overflood it with water, overflood the plate with water and leave it there. After an hour, if I would come back, then washing it would be very easy. You've seen that? Because the water is being held by the plate for a long period of time. In the same manner, anything you study, if you are able to hold in your mind, you are able to grasp. Otherwise, it just evaporates from your mind. So, dharana means, for that you require focus, you require concentration. So, many people talk about multitasking. But actually, if you don't learn the art of doing one thing at a time, you will not be able to hold anything substantially. For example, when you are sleeping, you should be able to sleep well. When you are eating, you should be able to eat well. When you play while you play, eat while you eat, sleep while you sleep, and meditate while you meditate. But is that what are we doing in our life if you carefully see? When we go to sleep, we worry that we haven't studied well. And when you are studying, you feel tired to sleep. When you are playing, you worry about the examination. And when you are writing exam, you feel that I haven't played enough. So, while doing, how many of you have this experience? While doing one activity, you worry about the other. Anybody? Yeah, you have that experience. Yeah, that's what we call as distraction, isn't it? So, one thing at a time, that is actually dharana, dhyana, samadhi. So, generally we think the secret of top performers is that they are very brainy fellows, which is not true. Top performers are not necessarily the most talented individuals in the room. Is it surprising to you? Then what do you think makes them top performers? Their focus and consistency in what they do. They are very focused in their task, and they also steadily, consistently do day after day, month after month, year after year. So, there are outer distractions and there are inner distractions. The outer distractions, can you give some examples, any of you? What are some of the things that distract you in the outside world, around you? What are the prominent distractions for a CMU student? Yeah? Yeah? Social media is number 1 now. Yeah, that's true. Anything else? Playing all day, could be one. Isn't it? Or watching Netflix, binge watching, several hours. Or going for eating out some 50 miles away. Is it spending half a day? What other distraction could be there? Any other distraction for you? For a student? Oversleeping? Somebody can sleep too long. So, these distractors are outside of us. There are also distractors which are inside of us. I will show you eventually. We'll come to that. Look at this poor teacher. The students are too busy, isn't it? And this is why the modern day situation has become like this, that people have lost the attention span because of too much of distraction. So, let us try to understand what causes this type of distraction. Till now, we have only learnt one thing, that we need focus to do anything substantial in life. And if you can have that focus, one thing at a time, then you are going to achieve something. And if you are going to be distracted, it's like what? It's like I heard a story. Once a monkey slipped from a tree and fell in a river. Fortunately for the monkey, there was a log of wood. So he could hold on to the log of wood. So he thought, I am safe now. I will reach the shore of the river. But suddenly the wood broke into two parts. It split into two parts. So the monkey didn't know which one to hold on to. So he was keeping one leg in both. One leg here, one leg here. Guess what must have happened? Do you think the monkey will be safe by that? No. Similarly, if you are going to let our mind be split by varieties of engagements, then we lose our focus. So, one student was telling me, just the day before the examination he was very tense. Therefore, he spent all his night, scrolling the Instagram. So you can guess what must have happened in the examination. So, he had one important thing to do, but he was doing something else. So, therefore, distraction makes students fail, makes students forget their goal, makes students lose their control of their lives. So, the first part we understood, we all need focus in our life, in anything we do. Great people, great achievers, it's not that they are very brainy fellows necessarily. They have focus and they have a consistency in what they do, steadily what they do. So, anything, like you heard the famous saying, slow and steady wins the race. You heard that, isn't it? Those who consistently do. Now we are going to see the second one, science behind this distraction. See, who are you and how you get distracted, let us see. You see, in the Gita, Lord Krishna talks about three things, body, mind, soul. The yellow one I have shown you is the real you. And you have two things with you. You see, you have a mind to store your desires, plans, memories. Of course, the mind also stores worries and anxieties, fear of the future, worry of the past. They are all stored in the mind. This is very important to know, because only when you know that you are not your mind, nor are your body. Are you the body what you see in the mirror? How many of you have seen your childhood photograph when you are a baby? You have seen that? Does it look anything like what you look like right nowadays? Is there anything close to that, isn't it? So, your body has changed considerably from your babyhood to school days to college days. It keeps changing. So, that is a ever-changing identity. False identity, it doesn't remain forever like that. Then, apart from the body, you have a mind also. Mind is also changing. When you were a small kid, you are attracted to toys. Now, do you play with those toys anymore, which you have at home? Any of you still have a teddy bear you played with? Isn't it? Do you have time for the teddy bear now anymore? Think about it. Your mind has changed. Your body has changed. Your mind has changed. Both are changing things. But you, the real personality, the Atma or the soul, you are unchanging. You are observer of the mind, observer of the body. How many of you are able to appreciate the point what I am explaining? Is it clear to you? You are observing your body, you are observing your mind. You are standing apart from the body and mind, and you are watching your own body changing, your own mind changing. You are different from it. What is the advantage of knowing it? You are very soon going to understand it. See, I have shown you two colors here. The yellow color one is the real you. You have innate qualities which are very naturally divine qualities. But covering you is the red thing, which is the mind, which has many acquired bad qualities. Why I am using the word acquired? See, when the rainwater is in the sky, it is pure. When the same rainwater touches the ground, it becomes muddy. Similarly, we all are pure originally, but we become covered by many bad qualities. Like, look at this gentleman, how he looks here, but sometimes it becomes like this, right? Isn't it? So we have a good nature, we have a bad nature. The bad nature is in the mind. Because the soul is always divine. Everybody's soul is divine here. But we have a mind. So it's very important to know this, because the problems we carry are in our mind, and they are repairable problems. And we have to learn how to repair them. We will learn it today. See, sometimes you hear good news, that you got a good rank, or sometimes you hear a bad news, isn't it? Isn't it? Sometimes you are healthy, sometimes you are sick, sometimes you get a A grade, sometimes you get a F grade. So we are tossed by our emotions, isn't it? So how do we deal with this? That's a very simple solution. See, we sow the seeds, but God gives the rains. Similarly, we give the interview, but the panel has to choose us for the job, isn't it? You write the exams and teacher has to give you marks. Look at the child, I think he's very panicky, I think. You see, half of it is in your hand, half of it is not in your hand. Are you the paper setter of the examination? Are you the paper corrector? So, why do we worry about things which are not in our hands? So, that worry is in the mind. So, in the Gita, Lord Krishna teaches a very simple thing. Worry about what is in your hands. Now, what is, as a student, what is in your hand? Preparing for the examination. Studying for the examination. And the results are not in our hand. Don't worry, he says. So, there are many things happening around us in nature on which we have no control, like the rising of the sun. Like I happened to be in an airport. They were making an announcement that the flight is going to be late. So, a couple of hours we were waiting. So, then one businessman became very angry. He went to the, people and scolded the airport authorities saying that 2 hours we are waiting. At least tell us what time the flight is going to take off. So, the lady was telling, you see, it's foggy today. So, whenever the fog dissipates, the flight will take off, she said. The man again challenged her. Tell me, when will the fog dissipate? She said, whenever the sun will come. Whenever the sun comes. Till then you have to wait, be patient, she said. We can't exactly say when. So it took almost like 3.5 hours or so for us. So you can see that there are a lot of natural phenomena around us on which we have no control. Like morning you see the sun shines, the cloud showers, the wind blows, the crops grow, the fruits fructify, the flowers blossom, the seasons change. Do you think any of us is controlling any of these things? We don't, we just are watching them. We are just benefiting from them. In the same manner, your exam results are also not in your control. The examination paper is not in your control. So don't worry about it. So what is in your influence? Worry about it. That's the main point. Is it very simple, easy to understand, right? You just have to, so there is a very famous writer who said, do not allow what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. What you can do is study for the exam. What you cannot do is the results. Why do you allow the worry about the results interfere? Because if you are going to worry about the results, your mind becomes weak-minded. Or if you are going to go around asking other friends, how much have you studied? Then again you are going to become weak-minded. So don't weaken yourself, empower yourself. That's the point. See, there are some simple distractions. Like somebody is gossiping about me, or somebody is playing outside. In this way, somebody may get distracted. There are more serious distractions like hatred, or fear, or anger. All are in the mind. This is all drama of the mind. There are even more dangerous distractions like, drugs and drinking and gambling and all kinds of habits. So all these are due to the scripts in the mind. So let us talk about the mind. So first we talked about why we should give up distractions and gain focus. That was the first thing. What is the second thing we did? The second topic I showed you was the science behind distraction. This distraction comes because of the scripts in the mind. So then I was telling you about how the mind is covering the soul, and over the mind is the body. So mind stores the desires, body executes the desires. Your body is like a servo motor. Mind is like a microprocessor. Mind is like a microprocessor. So in the microprocessor you write the program and the servo motors, they move and act, correct, no? Yeah. So then I told you about the body, mind, soul. Is it easy for all of you to appreciate this point about body, mind, soul? Mind is like a software, body is like a hardware. And in the mind you store the desires and body you execute the desires. So the whole idea of introducing this concept of soul, mind, body is to understand that you are only the soul, the real personality, who you never die. You are never born. Like about energy, when you talk about energy, energy can either be created nor destroyed, Energy disappearing in one form, reappears in another form without any loss or gain. You must have studied about the law of conservation of energy. Same applies to spiritual personality also. You are a spiritual person, but you never are born, you never die. When you are in the body is changing, but you don't change. Mind is changing, but you don't change. Observe your mind, identify the problems in your mind, and eliminate the problems in your mind, and be happy. That's what in Gita Lord Krishna teaches. Be observer of your mind. So, mind goes through this pendulum emotions. Why am I calling it pendulum? Sometimes very happy, sometimes very sad. So, and then this is one thing I told you. Now there are many distractions. So let us study the mind more closely now. Let us go deep into the mind. There is a battle going on in our mind. There is an angel in us and there is an animal in us. The angel tells you to walk the right path. For example, you ask any child, would you like to play or study? What do you think child would say? Play. Is it not true? Now the year is beginning now in January. Your exams are going to be in May. Is the mind telling you to study the books now, or the mind tells you that you can study later? Correct, no? So, there is one part of your mind which inspires you to do the right thing. Other part actually drags you to do the wrong thing. Like you see here, untrained mind is like a mad elephant. You see the mad elephant, how he is behaving. But a trained mind is like a trained elephant. You see, trained elephant is even drawing a picture of an elephant, you see. You see, this elephant is giving blessings. So, how do you want your mind to be? Like the top elephant or the bottom elephant? You want it to be like a trained elephant or a mad elephant? Trained elephant. So, we are going to learn today how to train the mind. So, mind can be the best friend or the worst enemy, he says. Okay, I am going to give you some examples for this. See, I have given you 5 situations here. Can one of you read that, please? Read the first one. So, tomorrow is an examination, that's a situation. Read how the mind helps. Yeah, what is the result of that? Yeah. So, some chapter in a particular book is very difficult for you. What the mind says?
I can crack it if I try.
Yeah. And the result is? Yeah. Isn't it? So, you do a mistake in a presentation.
Next time I have to do it.
Yeah. Similarly, if friends are scoring higher, peers. So, in this way, the mind is actually helpful. It's progressive in thought, you see. When there is peer pressure for bad habits.
No, well, I can do that.
So in this way then you get character and self-respect. So that means the mind is becoming your best friend. How can a mind be enemy? You can see here. See, when there is an examination tomorrow, what the mind says?
Study later. One more read.
Isn't it? If friends are scoring higher, what the mind is saying? We hate that fellow who gets better marks, and we also feel I am good for nothing, both. It's like a two-way dagger. You hurt them, you hurt yourself, both. It's like that. So if I do a mistake in presentation, what the mind says? Oh, what will others think of me? Everyone will laugh at me. Or if there is a peer pressure, what mind says? If I don't do it, they will judge me, so let me join them, whatever they are doing. So now in this way the mind can be the worst enemy. See, look at this girl, she is putting the book on her face and going to sleep now. She is not going to study, I think. So you can see the result, you see. Stress and low marks and anxiety, all these are in which place? They are all in the mind. That's why we are talking about the mind. If mind becomes an enemy, this is what our mind becomes filled with. If mind becomes a friend, this is what your mind becomes filled with. So, now the question is, how we can make our mind our friend? Should mind be our servant, or we become a slave of the mind? See, sankalpa in Sanskrit means, I want to do it. Which means, I want to study today, evening 3 hours. Then immediately vikalpa comes, you see. Let me do something else pleasurable. and then you get into a habit loop. What you keep repeating, it becomes our nature. This is a typical situation every student has to go through. This is a trick of the mind. So how do we stick to our sankalpa, what we made, and not succumb to the vikalpa? Let us see. So that depends on whether you are making your mind healthier or you are making your mind sickly. It's called GIGO principle, we call it. Good in, good out. Garbage in, garbage out. Like you see, what do you feed your mind with? Is it good, clean, pure, powerful, positive inputs? Or is it unclean, impure, bad, weakening inputs? So what are they? I'll tell you. For example, when you get boredom, immediately we go for seeing shorts or reels, isn't it? Mind becomes more and more weakened by this. It becomes very vulnerable, very weak. And it wants constant stimulation watching all this. Similarly, when you feel stress, people tend to overeat food. Or they sleep too much. Like, whenever you have a difficult examination tomorrow, say somebody doesn't like mathematics, then they may want to sleep longer than the previous day. Or they eat more, or they get into YouTube watching. In this way, they temporarily escape, but they suffer. Or there is uncertainty. When there is uncertainty, people postpone it. So in this way, our eyes there are two big distractors, eyes and the ears. Many of you said in the beginning, social media watching, that's eyes. Similarly, people, these two things take us away from our goals. See, the social media companies, they have a big research R&D department to find out what are our weaknesses. They focus on how they sell your time and attention to the advertisers. That's what they do. So, see, thought, action, habit, character, destiny. It's like a seed to sprout, sprout to tree, tree to fruit, and then you harvest. This is how everything starts with your thought. So what are you feeding your thoughts? Based on that, you either train your elephant-like mind or you untrain. For example, I'm going to show you. See, withdraw the senses from detrimental engagements. First of all, you have to know what are detrimental. Then you can avoid them. Like look at this tortoise. What kind of books you read? Are they uplifting books? Or are they degrading books? What kind of movies you watch? In my school days, some of my friends went to an Exorcist movie. For 5 years, my friends, they were feeling fear of ghosts. Whenever they would sleep at night, they would see a skeleton laughing in the window. That's because they watch such movies. What kind of movies you watch? What kind of music you hear? Is it a biological rhythm disturbing music, or is it music that leads to harmony of your mind? So, what type of friendships you keep? These are the inputs from where your mind is getting the thoughts. Thought becomes word, word becomes deeds, deeds become habits, habit becomes character, character becomes culture. So it begins with thoughts. Your thoughts are getting input from these items. Like for example, we are today talking from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita actually gives a lot of valuable information about life, about mind, about purpose, about happiness, many things like that. So read books which will be uplifting. Like here you see the tortoise, as soon as there is a danger, it withdraws itself inside. Similarly, here you are finding for the eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin, there are inputs. There are students who get into many of the habits. For example, drinking, maybe thrilling in the beginning, it gives a kick, but eventually it leads to liver cirrhosis. Similarly, somebody is eating drugs, it leads to other type of problems, complications. Tobacco, chewing leads to ulcers. Or watching Netflix movies for 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day. You don't realize the loss immediately, but in the long run you realize. So that's why the tortoise example is given. Withdraw yourself first. So here I have given problems on the extreme left. One of you read the problem on the extreme left, and then another one read the middle one, example, and then third student can read the third one. Maybe 3, 4 of them we can read. Please start it. Very important. Read it. Lobha. Yeah.
Cheating to get top marks, always wanting.
What is the self-management Gita principle? Yeah. Any of you? I can read it. Second one.
Equality of vision. Rejoice in others' success.
Yeah. Actually, how can you rejoice in others' success when you know that God has given unique ability to everybody? Like for example, a cow can give milk, bull can till the land, a cuckoo can sing, isn't it? A horse can run fast, your dog can protect the house. So everybody is given unique ability. One student is good in mathematics, another student may be good in some other subject, isn't it? So when you can see that, all jivas all souls are equal and everybody is given unique talent by God. So identify your unique talent and be happy and don't envy others. Third one?
Anger, Krodha.
Yeah, anybody else? And what do you do? How do you solve it?
Self-control and patience, control impulses, act calmly.
Yeah. So when you do this extreme right side column, that is how you manage your mind. And if you want to know more details, the sloka numbers are given in the brackets. If you study the purports, you get more ideas on how to exercise these right side things. So ultimately, the solution is if one can deal with the mind and train the mind and purify the mind, then read the last one, impatience or restlessness, which is a very famous one nowadays. Yeah. One of you?
Working with social media and study.
Yeah. We want a steady mind instead of hopping and jumping from one activity to another, isn't it? Yeah. And the last but one, not last but one, the third one, laziness or apathy, that's a very important one. Alasya. Any of you can read that? Yeah. One of you? Yeah. This is the third one from the bottom. Laziness. So we have to cultivate discipline and duty. So in this way, for each problem that the mind gives, there is a solution. The extreme left shows the impurities in the mind. The extreme right shows the pure activity. So here I am going to give you 5 very simple tools today for gaining your focus. Even if you adopt some of this, it's going to be immensely rewarding. See, this is like going from temptations to focused study. See, these are the 5 tools I am explaining in 1 slide each. So this is very simple tools. Only thing is you have to pay attention to implementing them in your life. Let's go one by one now. First one is delay the impulse. You see, any urge you feel to check your phone or open social media, or watch reels or eat junk food, as soon as you feel impulse, you have to do a 10-second rule. Put a pause button immediately. First thing is put a pause. Don't act on it. And take a deep breathing. Take a long breath, because long breath when you take, the mind calms down and you are able to think better. And thirdly, we chant a mantra. See, breathing calms the mind, but chanting mantra, it empowers you to think with discrimination. You see, is it helping my goals or hurting my goals? Is it the best use of my time right now? Like, look at this girl, how she is thinking. Immediately her mind told her, let me watch the smartphone. Immediately she is thinking, is it going to help my studies, or is it the best utilization of my time right now? What is the answer? Yes or no? No, isn't it? So, this is the first one, delay the impulse. Like, look at the top right, I have shown that little girl is sitting in a meditative posture. Pause, breathe, chant. 3-step things. If you do that, the emotional impulse will weaken. There is something pushing inside us. Go ahead, do it. That can be stopped if you follow this 10-second rule. Yeah. Then your self-control increases by this. Then you can make better decisions. This is the first one. Second one, time boxing we call it. Anything you do, you should not make a general statement. Today evening I am going to study. That's not very effective. What time am I going to study? Box it. What you will do, when you will do, and for how long will you do. That is called time boxing. Don't do multitasking, no scrolling, no postponing. Like look at this, without time boxing, I will study today. It's a very general statement. See the right side. I will study between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's non-negotiable, you see. I will work on the assignment whenever possible. That's a very general statement. Don't make like that. Do time boxing. See, when I make my calendar, before December comes, I make calendar for my whole year. Now my calendar is already online, available in my website. So that is time boxing, because I know which month where am I going to go. Like I am in US for a month now. Every day my schedules are timed. Where am I going to go, which college I am going, everything is planned. When you plan it, it happens. Otherwise it won't happen. Time boxing means identifying these three questions. What am I going to do? Is all of you repeat. What will I do? When will I do? For how long? If you write it down and put it in your calendar and you stick to it. Like today evening you are going to study 7 to 9. Throw everything away. Keep in your table only the book which you want to study. And make sure your smartphone is inside the locker. That is time boxing, okay? See, the mind becomes predictable instead of being impulsive. Decisions reduce, discipline increases. You don't have to worry about decisions now. Already decision is made now. You just have to stick to it, that's all. This is second is time boxing. First one is delaying 10 seconds, and this is time boxing. Third one, environment design. Will remove temptations. Okay, I'll show you this thing. See, what is environment design? Look at these two pictures. The poor environment, therefore the boy is sleeping. And here you see the designed environment. The bright sunlight is coming and the table is clean, not littered with anything. So, you can see, you can design your environment like this. By designing your environment, your study will... This is Sattva-guna, Sattvic, and that is Tamasic. So, you see, don't depend on your own willpower, depend on environment. That means make your environment better. See, you can see these two environments I have shown. Poor environment, phone next to the book while studying, Therefore, you keep the phone in another room. One more example, see here. See, this girl is planning to study with a laptop, but right now she's watching the movie now, see. She actually intended to study, but she's watching movie now. But look at the other design environment. So, don't keep the laptop on the bed, then you will be having a temptation of Netflix. Instead, sit with a desk and books and notes. Make the study atmosphere. Similarly, if there is junk food on the table, see here, if junk food is on the table, you are going to eat it. See, anything you don't want, keep it far away. Anything you want, keep it in the front. Like look at the right side table. You are able to see, is it too small or is it alright? I can make it big. Now you can see. You see. See, if your table is like in the left side, you are going to commit mistake of eating junk food. If you keep a table like this, that's designed environment. Correct, no? Yeah. Make the right choice the easy choice and the wrong choice a difficult choice. So, how the wrong choice become difficult choice? Because it's not accessible to you. Like what I do generally, I sleep at 9 o'clock and I get up at 3 in the morning. So I keep my alarm above the bureau. I keep my alarm clock above the bureau. So when I lie down in the morning, 3 o'clock, it rings, but I won't be able to snooze it because I have made it difficult to snooze it, correct now? By the time I put on the light and search it, I am already awake. So in this way, make the wrong choice a difficult choice. Make the right choice a easy choice. You will remember it? That is environment design, okay? Okay, and the fourth one, micro targets. It's called Pomodoro technique. Some of you may already know it. When you are sitting, especially working in the laptop, every 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. It's a consistency without burnout. That's the point. It's a scientifically proven method it is. Like this fellow is getting stressed, you are able to see on the left side. The right side fellow is smart because Same fellow is feeling brisk because every 25 minutes you need to take a short break, stretch your hands, legs, look at the greenery outside. Then take a short break. And again you sit back to work. See, why it is called micro-target? Not targeting 5 hours of study at once. If you study 5 hours, you will need another rest for 3 hours. But if you take every half an hour, 5-minute break, then you can study for 12 hours also. I do that. I write books also. I can work for 12 to 15 hours consistently by taking 5-minute break every half an hour. Yeah, the brain focuses best in short bursts. It prevents mental fatigue, you see. Yeah. Like you see 7 to 7:25, and then take a 5-minute break. 7:25 to 7:30 is break. 7:30 to 7:55 study again. Again another 5-minute break, like that. It's very easy to remember. It's called Pomodoro technique. So 5 methods are over. This is the 4th one. Okay, the wrong way is I will finish 8 hours of studying today, you see. Instead of that, I will do 3 Pomodoros before lunch and 3 after. That is the right way, okay. The last one, 5th one, accountability partner. See, what is the advantage of having one of your friends as accountability partner? You don't want to disappoint your friend every day, If you make a friend and then tell the friend that, I will report to you what are my goals and how I am going to keep up my goals. And you can be your friend's in charge and the friend can be your in charge. When you speak any commitment aloud, it happens. And friend support gives us motivation also. These are the steps, you see, very easy. Choose a partner, share your exact commitment, daily check-in, weekly review, encourage each other. Very simple thing it is. It's very easy. And in this way your laziness reduces, discipline increases. Like many of us in Pune, we have one group of ladies. One lady gets up at 4 o'clock and she calls her friend. And then she will call her friend. So they have a network of 12 people like that. And the 12th person will call back the first lady who made the first call. That means the loop is complete. So all of them are awake. They help like that. So discipline is increased and motivation stays longer. So the 5 techniques we learned now. So, see, morning routine, evening routine. As soon as you get up in the morning, just read 1 page a day of Gita. Many things you are learning today. Just read 1 page and do breathing exercise and mantra for about 15 minutes. This actually resets your mind and prepares it for the whole day. And then the evening, before going to bed, no phone 60 minutes before bed so that you get a good sleep. Similarly, gratitude journal you can write. Focus on what you can do and let God do the rest. Learn from the failures and make some notes on what you learned and how you can improve your life. Tame your mind by mantra. And in this way, sleep early. How many of you sleep by 10 o'clock here? Anybody sleeps by 10 here? Anybody? Oh, great. We have only one we have. Okay, anybody sleeps between up to 11, before 11, 10 to 11? Anybody? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. 11 to 12? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And 12 to 1? Okay. And 1 to 2? Anybody? Okay. And 2 to 3? Okay. Yeah. So, see, you can go to the YouTube and check for one video. Why the top-notch CEOs of the world, go to bed by 10. It's not difficult to find. It's a well-known video it is. You can check it. Because 10 to 2, your body undergoes inner repair. Like there is secretion of pitta chemicals and all those things in different parts of the body, like liver, spine, and intestines and all those different things. If you let that body get that inner wear and tear repair, then you're going to be brisk all day. Like I have been sleeping between 9 to 3, last almost 30 years. And I can work 18 hours a day. Because I don't have to lie down even 1 minute in the daytime. If I sleep between 9 to 3. So if you want 18 hours, you can try that. You can take a 21-day challenge and see. So, this is another self-audit. For 2 minutes you all can do this. Which distraction is hurting you the most? Is it social media? Is it gaming, videos? Or oversleeping? Or broken relationships? Or negative thoughts? And all these are problems in the mind only. We have to work on that. And then coming to the last part, a very simple solution, ABC solution. You can easily take away these 3 points with you. A is association, 1 hour per week. Just like you heard a class today. Just 1 hour if you can take out every week to learn something which will increase your wisdom. And Bhagavad Gita as it is by Srila Prabhupada, Lohitaksha is here. He can provide you, if you want a copy, you just, any of you want a copy of Bhagavad Gita, he can send you a copy, give you a copy. Isn't it? You have it? Yeah.
If anyone is interested, we have an Instagram channel, Bhakti Yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah, we distribute these.
They can provide you. Just read 1 page a day, 5 minutes every day. You are going to learn many things. Similarly, chanting is the meditation. Like I do this meditation daily. I have these japa beads. Like these japa beads are extremely powerful to chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll show you a short video, a 2-minute video. It's from the Florida University research on chanting. See, association that uplifts, that awards you wisdom, guidance, focus, peace. We all need at least 1 hour in a week. Like today, you all heard today, something like this, you learn 1 hour in a week. So one of you read the left side, maybe 3-4 points you can read, and another one read the right side, okay? Please read it, one of you quickly, start, anybody? Read the right side.
Gossiping and criticizing others.
Yeah. Left side again.
Encouraging self-discipline and self-improvement.
Yeah.
Encouraging laziness and indulgence.
Yeah.
Reading inspiring books and scriptures.
Watching degrading or distracting content.
Yeah. Like that you saw, no? This is good association, bad association. So the good association is uplifting. Bad association is degrading. So think about it. I've given many points here. So 1 hour in a week, if you take uplifting association, you are going to train the mind. I was telling about training the mind. This is how you train the mind, by good association. See, how to shift from bad association to good association, there are 10 points given here. First, recognize the problem, limit bad exposure, seek enlightened mentors, engage in spiritual wisdom, you see. Choose supportive friends who are uplifting friends, and you yourself develop a self-discipline. What kind of activities you do. So these are very simple and straightforward things. Second is the Bhagavad Gita of a B. A for association, B for Bhagavad Gita. 1 page a day. What do you get by reading the Bhagavad Gita? Somebody may ask. Look at this driver who has lost control of the horses. Like that, our 5 senses are running in all 5 directions. And the ropes are compared to the mind. And the driver is the intelligence. When you study the Bhagavad Gita, then the intelligence, strengthen your intelligence to keep the mind and senses under control. For example, mind says, I want to go for scrolling now. But the intelligence can tell the mind, stop it now. Get to study now. The exams are coming next week. So the intelligence can actually control the mind and senses. For strengthening the Viveka Buddhi, discriminative intelligence, we read the Bhagavad Gita. And the chanting. The chanting, many people do not know the secret. The chanting can cleanse the mind and calm the mind. The chanting Hare Krishna is like a virus detecting software and virus removing software. It's like that. It has the ability to cleanse and calm your mind. So, this is the mantra I was telling you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You can do it in a park. You can do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening or night, whenever you get time. So, there is a 2-minute video I want to show you.
The Vedas themselves are sound vibrations in literary form and carry a profound message. Spiritual disciplines recommend meditational practices such as silent meditation, silent recitation of mantras, and also the verbal repetition of specific mantras out loud. A clinical test of the benefits of mantra chanting was performed on 3 groups of 62 subjects, males and females of average age 25. They chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 25 minutes each day under strict clinical supervision. Results showed that regular chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra reduces stress and depression and helps reduce bad habits and addictions. These results formed a PhD thesis at Florida State University.
You saw, it's a Florida State University has done this PhD thesis. 4 things he said the chanting removes, isn't it? Stress, addiction, bad habits, and what is the other one he said? Bad habits, stress, addiction, depression, all those things. So there's a PhD thesis by Dr. David Brian Wolf. So this is C. So ABC, A for association, I think the better. A for association, B for Bhagavad Gita, C for chanting. You see, the yellow zone is what the chanting takes you to. It's a relaxed alert zone. You can be like this always. Whereas those who are in passion, the red active zone and hyperactive zone, they suffer from. And those who are drowsy and oversleeping, they are in the zone below. Chanting actually takes us to a relaxed alert zone. So know the right, do the right, discipline the right. But how do you do this? For knowing the right, you have to study the Gita, because you strengthen your intelligence by that. To do the right, you need willpower, which comes from chanting. And to discipline the right, you need good association. So that is A, this is B, this is C. So a very simple solution I have given you. Take away message for you. Association, Bhagavad Gita and chanting. Thank you all very much for your enthusiastic attendance. So this is my email address. You are welcome to write any questions to me anytime, and I have a website also. You can see that at your leisure.
You can take a couple of questions if anybody asks.
Yeah. Or they can speak some reflection also based on what they heard. That is also all right.
If anybody wants to, go and think about like one point which you really like,
Yeah.
anything as well.
Yes. Oh, yeah, please.
Was there a time personally when you found it hard to let go of something?
Actually, in the early stage of my chanting, there were a lot of distractions. But over a period of time, I can clearly see over the years, I have been chanting for last 1991 I started. So now almost like 35 years or so. So mind withdraws. And now when we sit and chant, we can focus very nicely, much more than before. But it is true that when we are traveling in the flight, when we are traveling in the train, there is a lot of noise around, all around. So I use a earplug. I also blindfold my eyes. Therefore I told you the eyes and the ears are the 2 big distractors. So they are the ones which take us away. So when we are able to withdraw our mind from the clutter of the world around, then external distractions are cancelled. Then there is only internal distraction. And the internal distraction to overcome takes many years it will take. Because our internal mind has success and failure, honor and dishonor, pleasure and pain. So the mind worries about these things very much, in anybody's case. So when we read the Gita deeply and implement in our life and advance in our meditation, then we can withdraw from external and internal distractors. Yeah, thank you. Any other? Yeah.
Thank you for your divine services.
Thank you.
I think the first slide you skipped because it talks about who you are.
Yeah.
Who you are.
Okay, I can show that.
Because I presume you didn't begin your life.
Yeah. I was actually a student of mechanical engineering. I did my... Yeah, I was born in 1968. I am now 58 now, close to 57 now. So I did my engineering, and at IIT Bombay I studied my masters. And after that, I was actually working as a senior research fellow in one of the institutes, and I worked in Thermax. I was working on finite element modeling in my undergrad and postgrad. That's what I did. But after that, people ask me, why did I leave that field and come into this? People ask. But actually, I was interested in this field since my school days. Even in my 5th or 6th standard, I was studying various spiritual literature, looking for meaning of life, purpose of life, why this world is created, who are we, So in my researches, I found that I should contribute something to this world, something meaningful I should contribute. So then I understood that the greatest contribution is, like, for example, I can give food to some suffering people. I can give clothes, or I can work for a company. But I found that all the people are suffering in this world. We have to find out what will make them happy. So the spiritual knowledge actually brings us to the point of love God and love all. So then when I read the Gita, what I am talking here is very preliminary, basic. But if one studies the Gita, one will come to love every living being. We love God, we love all. So, and also we can use our senses completely positively, without letting them flow negatively. So this I wanted to show you. I am just coming for one program here, but Lohitaksh and a team of students are here. They are going to have a few weeks, about 5-6 weeks session called The Journey Within. It's a very beautiful program. You are going to learn about things like, does God exist really? People have a question, isn't it? Is there a God who is in control of this universe? And we are talking about the soul. What is the proof, scientific proof that soul exists? And the soul has got a mind and body, I said. What is the proof? And what stops us from being happy always? Why do we become sad sometimes? So how can we become happy? And also we are drawing so much from Bhagavad Gita and the Vedas and all. How can we trust this knowledge? Is it not blind faith? So these kind of very serious questions in human life will be answered by this course. So, is it going to be 5 sessions or 6 sessions?
6 sessions.
6 sessions, yeah, it's going to be.
If you have a question in the form, like if you're at all interested, you can just write it down, and then we'll send you emails, just checking out what the preferred timings is, mode of the class, is it in person, online, whatever. Up to you, can just fill it in the form.
Yeah. And where is the Hamburg Hall? It's nearby?
Yeah, it's on. So basically, we have a small Q&A session right here in the conference room, room 2108, where Obij will be sitting there. If you have any questions, you can come and discuss. Obij, one thing. So I think most of us here are a little anxious right now, stressful. First year students looking for an internship.
Yeah.
Second year students looking for a job with
Yeah.
uncertainty.
Yeah.
Everybody's a little anxious.
Yeah, correct.
What do you recommend?
Yeah.
How to become stress-free?
Yeah. You see, in this world there is no one who is free from problems. At every age, you take like for example, a child is going to school, child doesn't want to go to school, child wants to play at home with my mother and father, isn't it? Similarly, when you are about to pass out the school, you are worrying to get into a college, but you all have already gotten into a very good college. CMU is one of the top-notch colleges. You can be very happy about that. And when you are going to graduate from the college, the next worry is to get placed in a good job, job of your choice, very good job, which pays well. But after you get a job, then the anxiety is that, 5 years are gone and I am not yet promoted to a team leader, project manager or something. There is worry about promotion. Nowadays there is another worry about I shouldn't be laid off. That's another big worry nowadays. Because artificial intelligence is now coming in and swallowing many jobs. So at any point of time, there is some lingering anxiety. What I would say is, just like if a small kid is alone on the road, how that kid will be. Or if the kid is along with the father, holding the hand of the father, how the kid will be. That's a very big difference. So doing these 3 things I told you, ABC. Take your time out to hear. Like here in this, if you go in this YouTube channel, Any word you want to know, but you want to know about the mind, you just put mind Radheshyamdas, you put, or focus Radheshyamdas, you put. Anything you want to stress, you can put. Stress Radheshyamdas, you put. Immediately you will get 2-3 lectures on this. So, here, at least once in a week, just take out time to hear one lecture at least. One in a week if you hear also. You are going to get a lot of help with that. You get a lot of guidance, you get a lot of help. Build your wisdom base, Bhagavad Gita. And chant. The chanting is very calming. Over a period of time, one can experience that calmness. When you are chanting yourself, when you do it. And you can do it with the fingers, or you can do it with the mala. The 3 solutions I gave is very easy to implement. You do that. You have the Bhagavad Gita with you?
Yeah, I have one copy.
Only one copy.
He asked one copy.
You can bring it, yeah. Anybody wants a copy, you just tell Lohitakshi will. You raise the hand, he will bring a copy for you. Anybody wants a copy of Bhagavad Gita? You can. You don't have a copy? And she wants one, right? He will arrange one. You can, they can write in the sheet also, right?
Yeah. That would be helpful if you can
You can distribute the feedback, yeah.